All the content you've created in this house belongs to me, and you owe me a kill fee. Pretty big one.
Read the fine print.
You didn't read your contract, did you?
How did she not read the contract and her dad is an attorney?
Oh my God. Well, you know, she wanted to grow up and be an adult. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Syntell. I am here with the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
Oh, a pleasure as always.
Oh, yes. And it's a pleasure to be hanging out with you all as we check out episode 8 of Bel-Air. It's been tons of fun so far. Give us those thumbs up while we get started. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to stress my mom out anymore
Yeah.
now.
Aunt Viv, not Aunt Viv, but
Mama. They brought Mama out in the private jet.
right? I mean, if you gonna do it out there at Bel-Air Airport, North Hollywood Airport, Burbank Airport.
I thought it was his birthday, not hers.
Right.
I'm kidding. Actually, she birthed him.
Well, then what's the holdup?
I told my parents it was a one-off thing, so I need to prepare them for more.
Your parents? What, you want them to sign a permission slip?
Kylo, there are knives within my reach.
Love the mural on the wall back there. Didn't she sign with Victoria's Secret?
He like, show them cheeks!
Thirsty.
And yams and
I'm
cakes.
thirsty.
Get your family in line.
Wow.
You know, I know he seems like he's out of pocket, but in politics, that's a reality.
No, I get it, but it's just the way he said it.
Yeah.
Get your family in line? You
Yeah.
could have been like,
That far.
she's never been there.
No, right?
She's never been
Well, look,
there.
I'm gonna take your bags upstairs. You get comfortable. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun here.
Hey.
I want to know what the beef is.
I do too.
Is that In and Out? They had some In and Out.
He might hate us.
What?
Are you prepared for that?
What is happening? I'm tired.
Huh? I mean, the beef must be for real, for real. Woo! Oh! I got to know.
It's some kind of secret they share, obviously.
I don't know, maybe they was both running up on Pops like, hey, what's up?
Something is happening.
I know,
What
something.
if it was Uncle Phil? That would be a twist. My mama here, Lisa.
Mama know what's up.
No. Oh, my mama here.
You should go see her for yourself.
She just got here. You think she wants some random girl infringing on the time with her son?
No, she
Oh,
doesn't.
flag on a play. You're not some random girl. All right?
You ain't even told Carlton yet.
I know. Are you going to
over
introduce
here.
it to your mama?
I can sneak past my dad, but you're gonna have to handle Carlton. Ever since he
Right.
found out about us, he's been freezing me out.
You think?
You're right. I mean, what you
I'll
think
do
was gonna
Carlton.
happen?
And you just
Think you gonna give him some high fives? Yeah,
Right?
smash
Go
my
get
cousin.
It. Go get it. I never even got it.
You don't throw what Will did in his face. Will's new to our world. You know, he's still learning about the scrutiny we live under. This should be second nature to you.
Wow.
So Will can make mistakes, but I can't. Got it.
That is tough.
Yeah, I mean, he's just heard the crazy news.
Yeah, that's not really fair.
Yeah, he ain't talking from a real rational space either.
Straighten things out with her boss, Kylo. Ooh, Kylo. He's so
Kylo
cute.
Ren.
I follow him.
Whoa, what did I hear? Excuse me? I know you ain't out here sliding DMs and all that.
You better let your mama live.
Weren't you just sliding up in the pool house, Will? Okay, so that's what the real part of the tension is. Now we just need to find out who Will's daddy is. There is something about a chocolatey man with a beard. I tell you.
I mean, you better ask somebody.
There's a difference though between body positivity and lingerie.
Well, I guess it's settled.
I would be talking from a space of ignorance on that.
Said the man who said, "Don't wear lingerie on my channel."
Yeah, on my channel. Yeah, it's my channel.
Listen, I came to celebrate your birthday, okay? The focus is you. I don't want you
Yes.
worrying about me and Viv.
Okay.
This birthday dinner is
as
gonna
long
be
as everyone gets
interesting.
something.
Yes, it's going to
I'll
jump
do my
off.
best.
When all the dirty laundry come out.
Is Hillary cooking in her lingerie?
Yeah, exactly.
Coming in. If this is Michael Ealy,
Nah.
oh, okay, good. That's
Quite late.
Okay.
bed tonight, or
Bro.
making a habit of sleeping in here?
I mean, what girl just be showing up, chilling at the pool house unannounced?
That's what
I
I'm
guess
saying.
Ely can kind of slide in there too, be like, hey, where the art at? Where the art at?
Phil, he's gonna find out about it one day.
Right?
And the longer we keep him in the dark, the worse it'll be for all of us.
Who is this? Did Uncle Phil have Jeffrey off him or something? What
No,
is happening?
that might have been Jeffrey's first body. I don't know.
Oh, look at this food. Good night.
Steak with the smothered potatoes and the biscuits and gravy. Okay, you going crazy in here.
All your favorites on your special day. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, I know it's only been a few months since you've been gone, baby.
Uber Eats.
Instacart. Like your dad.
Like who?
Like a man. Like a man and not my baby boy.
I ain't been a baby in a minute, Ma.
Did we find out about Will's dad in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh, yeah, the crying scene. Why don't he want me?
Oh.
Why don't he want me?
At a D'Angelo concert.
Okay, excuse me. I did not climb up. He invited me. Oh, no, I don't recall asking you anything. He invited me up with his eyes.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh, here we go.
Jeffrey!
So,
My man
Did he
came
agree to
in
meet?
and carried it.
yeah, it's all arranged. No press, just you and Wills. Good. Good.
Oh, Wills.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jeffrey.
I want to be like, boop,
Oh,
boop,
Jeffrey,
boop,
like, what you stressing for? Yeah.
boop, boop.
The last thing he needs in his life is more hurt and disappointment.
Oh, that's tough. I don't think that's enough to decide.
I think that's why Jeffrey looks a little conflicted.
Yeah.
A little bit of Philly definitely goes a long way.
I like Will's jacket.
This is crazy.
I mean, it is beautiful. Sky and mountains, ocean.
It's a little
I
overcast.
thought that too, but you know.
I just don't want you to ever forget the whole story of where you come from, okay?
He's like, I don't know the whole story where I come from.
Oh, just keep on building up this tension.
I know.
Loser bows out, throwing his full support behind the winner.
I think that's fair. You don't think so?
Debate decides it all.
Exactly.
But what if you're like way ahead
Do we
already?
have a deal?
Then you wouldn't make the deal.
I mean, you know. All right. Hey, they had a handshake on it.
I think it's fair.
All the content you've created in this house belongs to me, and you owe me a kill fee. Pretty big one.
Read the fine print.
You didn't read your contract, did you?
How did she not read the contract
Yo,
and her dad is
daddy's
an attorney?
Oh my God. Well, you know, she wanted to grow up and be an adult.
I'm not that kind of brother.
Yeah, thank
Doesn't
you.
sit right with me.
Thank you.
Too bad. You work for me.
Yeah, but you don't own me.
Understood.
Dude, that I'd be out.
Yo, he stood up though. He's like, yo, I'm not that kind of dude,
Yeah.
man. That don't sit right.
Yeah.
I feel that, man.
He was like, I think about my son, and what would you do if it was Carlton?
And that's why he ran off. Maybe because he couldn't use me anymore.
That didn't seem bad.
I was
mean,
thinking the same. Okay, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why would Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil need to protect him from that?
But
or
I mean, there's still more show left.
Maybe they paid him to leave or something.
Maybe.
Until I find my new place, and I owe
With
Kyla
me,
$50,000 for breaking the contract.
50 G's?
That's a lot of money.
You got that type of bread?
I'm gonna figure something out.
I know you will. You always do. And you fine. Like Chloe Bailey. Have mercy.
What do you feel about people wearing jackets in the house? I'm just curious. What do you think about it?
Okay. I guess I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, look,
I want you to
got
meet
one on
someone.
too.
This is Lisa.
Y'all rich, it's not like y'all, you know.
You don't have the air conditioning. You can turn it down and feel the heat.
Right.
She's not afraid to speak her mind, and that is exactly what you need in a young woman. Because, see, he gets wild ideas. Every now and then, you know, you just got to tell him to go on and sit down
Circling like
somewhere.
that.
What are you doing?
It's,
Who took this picture?
You know, you want to open up mine next?
Before I came.
Yeah, open it up. Where do I start? All right.
It's a nice box.
Ah, you know it's gonna be some J's.
Wow, yo, these are the limited editions.
Fire!
Woo! Thank you. Oh my God. What? Where'd y'all get these from? Thank you. I gotta.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Sorry, dog.
Man. Whew, that was a good scene though. Oh, it's gotta be. But it was a good scene.
All the insults, of course.
So when did you get so wise?
Yeah.
I think it was the 100th time you told me to make it work with Will.
Girl, I love you too. Come on.
Now there's a birthday present.
There we go. Sisters loving on one another. I like seeing it.
What are his high waters doing? Oh, I do too. Sorry.
And who she dates next is none of my business.
That is true though.
Just promise me you won't hurt her, okay? She got enough.
At my own home?
I still don't think
You have
that's
my word.
right. I still don't like it.
I mean, it's a violation.
I don't like it. Isn't he? Jeffrey?
no.
Yes. Jeffrey. Maybe Jeffrey brought Lou? No.
Well, he better see something.
Ooh, oh!
Oh, his resignation, huh?
Yeah, man. No, you will. 007.
Oh, we got some conflict with Jeffrey though.
Ooh. That is Jeffrey.
I know, but I like that. Yo, he's not gonna put that letter down. Oh! Yes! Oh, I love this show. I love this show. Oh my gosh, that was a very good episode. Very good episode. Let's just talk about
Where
the
are we
Jeffrey
beginning?
thing. Okay,
Oh,
so
Jeffrey.
the Jeffrey thing, we'll start at the very end. All right, so Jeffrey had mentioned something to the effect of he has a son, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel that maybe he's carrying a guilt along with that.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
And the thing we love about Jeffrey is he gets stuff done, and he seems to be a man of principle.
That we know.
That we've seen. Yeah, right. And tentatively, he was going to resign because he has to maintain, he's a man of pride and his dignity, and he's gonna maybe find penance within himself with his relationship with his son by helping Will find his. I'm just kind of like seeing what kind of sticks to the wall.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, okay. So I think it's his integrity that is kind of being put to task, as far as like him keeping from Will about his dad, right?
Right.
Which I think is so wrong for Uncle Phil to ask him and then to be like, I'm your boss though, you work for me? That was disrespect to
Uncle
me.
Phil out of pocket
Yeah,
too,
that was
this
disrespect.
episode.
You can't ask somebody to like go against their own beliefs and integrity to do something just because, I mean, they do work. I don't know. But anyway, I don't agree with Uncle Phil. And then, we don't know his relationship with his son. We don't know if we don't know. So I think obviously, like you said, he feels like that loss, and he's like, yo, if I had the opportunity, maybe, we don't know, but maybe I would, be able to build a relationship with my own son, so why would you deprive somebody else of that?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what's the old saying? It's not the sins of the father, but he's probably having to deal with his own issues, and then he's probably maybe even having a hard time even forgiving himself for whatever the relationship is that he has with his estranged son. I mean, for all we know, maybe he's still,
Back wherever Jeffrey's from?
Yeah. I don't know if they specified exactly.
I don't know. They may have, but I don't remember.
So, he's like, I already got to deal with that. I'm not going to sit there and double down and deal with your stuff too, and then force another relationship astray because you feel some kind of way about it. Yo, I feel that. I just, Jeffrey is just dope. I just, like,
I love Jeffrey.
Yeah.
That made me lose a little respect for Uncle Phil, and I was starting to like Uncle Phil.
Yeah, man, but you know the thing about these characters is that they're all flawed.
Oh, of course.
And that's one of the things that we really love about this show is the fact that everybody is flawed.
Yeah, we've had that.
And we got a chance to see his big flaw because I wasn't feeling Uncle Phil this episode at all either.
I mean, I was feeling him on the golf course.
Yeah. I mean, in the fit. I mean, yo, the fit was right.
I was like, I was feeling him on the golf course, just a smidgen. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but to kind of like, play devil's advocate, Uncle Phil is feeling the pressure, and that is the pressure of the election and the race, and him. The elephant in the room is that when you have politics, there's certain rules that have to be played by, regardless of how you feel about certain things, and family is a part of it. And somebody disrespecting him, talking about get your house in order. I'm a grown man. You don't tell me to get my house in order. But the fact of the matter is, you gotta get your house in order because appearances do play a part. Now, you cannot do it, and then you just have to suffer whatever the consequences are as the fallout of that, and the fallout of that could be lost voters. Or you can make the change. So it's not like he doesn't have a choice. He may just, I think, feels he just doesn't like the options that are presented to him.
Are you talking about as far as Will's dad is concerned, or just in general with,
I'm just talking
with
about,
the family?
actually, I'm talking specifically about the election. I'm not even talking about Will's father.
Oh, okay.
Let me be more specific. Okay, I'm talking about during the election regarding the councilman that came up that wasn't going to endorse him. He said you need to get your house in order.
Yeah.
And the pressure of him being like, I'm doing the right thing by letting my family be who they're supposed to be, as you should as a father. But there's consequences for that when you're running for political office.
Oh yeah, no, I understood all
Right.
of that. I thought you were connecting it because we were just having the conversation about Will's dad and the fathers and everything. So I thought you were saying maybe if they brought Lou back into the picture, it would affect the campaign.
No, I'm just trying to justify why Uncle Phil is being a jerk.
Okay, because
I'm saying it's just the pressure. All the
Okay.
pressure is mounting, and he's
Okay.
being a jerk as a result of the pressure.
Okay, because I was
Hope that cleared up for everybody out there too.
I was attaching it to the dad coming back and maybe the
Okay.
dad being an ill character and then affecting the campaign because that's another element to the family being out of
That's true.
order.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking when you were talking. I was like,
Oh, you know what? I didn't even connect that dot.
Yeah.
That maybe that is one of the reasons as well
Yeah.
is to keep him out because the house is already
in disarray.
even though it's not. It's just a family being a family. But politically
Yeah,
speaking,
and
it's in disarray, and bringing him in.
They add a whole other element.
So, okay. What is it that you feel that Lou has done that is just this DEFCON 5 level egregious thing?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I when they had the conversation, the little small conversation that they had, I didn't feel this big, huge.
Right.
I mean, yeah, using people is wrong, but it happens. I'm not saying I'm condoning it, but it happens all the time.
Yes, it does.
And he may have left, or I still think maybe Aunt Vivian and Uncle Phil may have paid him to leave or something because remember at the end his mom Vi was talking about how I didn't listen to you. I should have. You always said he wasn't the best guy or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking maybe they have something to do with that.
Right.
But then I don't know why that would make Will mad at his mom. But I don't think it was really that bad of a thing. I think there's more to the story.
There has to be. There better be because that wasn't a good enough payoff of her just being like, well, he had big dreams and he had debt.
He failed to do this and that, not paid off. Well, that's on you. You paid it, and I don't know. So I don't think that's enough to ban him from his life. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you're right. There's got to be something deeper. Like the way that they're talking, I'm like, yo, did he kill somebody?
That's what
Is he in prison?
I thought that.
Is there some kind of relationship between Aunt Viv and him as well?
I thought that.
Those are the kind of horrible things that could justify not telling, but because you had some dreams that failed and you had some debt.
Yeah.
That
happens to a lot of people. That happens to almost everybody.
Yeah, that just seems like overkill to avoid somebody for 17 years of somebody's life. I don't know. So,
there's more.
There has to be more.
I need them to go ahead and let that out the bag. I'm glad that they resolved. How do you feel about the resolution between Vi and Aunt Viv?
I loved it. That was my favorite scene. Because, you know, we've had this conversation regarding the previous episodes, is that the beauty of this show is that you get a real good look at real people doing real things and having the conversations. And it got heated. And I was like, yo, this is good. I mean, each person is speaking from a place that you can understand. You may not 100% agree, but you understand. And then being able to come back together. That scene was intense. You know, and then like once everything was said and done and the venom has been spit and you've just been sitting there and you sit there and you have that moment to kind of calm down, and Carlton came in with the save.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That was my favorite scene. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah. Carlton came in with the save, and then, you know, they came together because with those that do find success, you didn't climb that hill by yourself. A lot of people really do feel that way, that like, I did this by myself. There's always somebody else that has helped. You know, and Vi said, so you didn't climb that damn mountain by yourself. I felt that. I was like,
you were carried.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, and you know, being a caretaker is a tremendous stress of love, but sacrifice. Helping somebody that's a starving artist on top of that, that's a tremendous sacrifice. You know, so it's see this? Okay. No, because so Vi was justified, but there is, to me, I do think that there may have been a little bit of hate as well, because there is this insane amounts of wealth that's around.
Oh, of course.
And maybe it's not hate, but it's just like, damn, I sacrificed all this, you got this. That just doesn't seem fair.
Well, no, it's a little bit of envy, and it's the same situation when Will's friend Trey came out to visit, and he was like, yo, you have all of this, and I gotta go back. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there is some of that. Let's be honest about it. I mean, when people reach a certain level of success,
right.
then, you know, there are going to be people that are a little envious of it.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be? Because they have things that you want, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they can give your son stuff that you can't necessarily give him, like the sign Jays.
Yo, that is an outshine moment.
Yeah,
that is an outshine moment.
And why she didn't wait for Uncle Phil for him to open that gift, I don't know. But so that was interesting. I don't know. Their relationship is very strained, but I loved the fact that both of their sons came to have the conversation with them.
Yes, that was the last one. Yeah,
I loved that.
It still don't sit right with me, but I'm glad they talked.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just a. Well, at least I'm old school, right? And it's just a code. You know, like you don't mess with, you know, your family's ex. It's just, or your best friend's ex, or whatever it is. It's just a code. And you know, times have changed, and I have to admit that. But I am happy that they did have the conversation and that they can work their way past it. But
Will and Carlton.
Yeah, Will and Carlton. But you know, it's still like,
here's the thing, though.
That sucks.
It does. I don't like it. But we had this conversation before in one of the other episodes where Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian had the conversation. They were able to have conversation, truth and honesty and all that stuff, and keep it on a level where it was actual communication versus like an argument or something. So that. I really love that about this show because the sisters were able to, I mean, they raised their voices, but I mean, obviously sometimes they get a little heated in what you say because she's hurt. And they're both hurt. So that conversation, the conversation between Aunt Vivian and Carlton, the conversation between Will and his mom, the conversation between Will and Carlton, like all of those things, I feel like the way that they show, especially Black people, communicating, because we do, like we communicate as well. It's not all, you know, chaos and destruction. So I really appreciate that about this show.
Yes, I want to double co-sign on that because it changes the narrative because you do see a lot of just absolute negative communication vibes, especially with a lot of reality TV shows, and it's all about one up and the other, and I'm going to throw something. I know we joke about it on here as well, you know, moving furniture and all that, but it's good to see a positive spin on how conflict can be handled, right? I can't go on enough about how that type of positive reinforcement within our community is just needed. It's absolutely needed.
Oh, I agree. Because communication is something that everybody needs to work on.
Yeah.
It's like very important in every relationship. So, and that be it like significant other, be it mother-daughter, sister-sister, cousin, Tasty Thirst Trap with Jazz, you know, so I just like to see, because even, you know, she apologized to Jazz.
Yeah.
Like, everything is about the conversation is just amazing.
Yes, take the time to have the conversation and listen. There's a lot of listening that happens, and I really appreciate that. You said something regarding the thirst trap. All right, so
Thirsty Chef.
Thirsty Chef.
And I called it the Thirst Trap.
Right. So how are we feeling about her decision and the consequences of her actions?
Well, every decision you make has a consequence.
Right.
Yeah, hers just happens to be a hefty $50,000 consequence.
Stacks.
But I like the fact that she didn't run immediately to her parents. She's staying in a hotel until she can figure out how to pay back the money. Do I think that maybe eventually she go ask them for the money? I don't know. It may come through her endorsements or her, you know, brand deals or whatever. But I respect her decision to say F you to Kylo and move on, because it's not her. And I'm glad that that resonated. Like, her mom asked her, is this really who you are? Because, like I said, she sure told Haute Cuisine to go somewhere because it wasn't who she was.
That's very true.
So
that is very true.
And we all make mistakes and lessons learned and all that stuff. So I'm glad that she learned the lesson, you know, but... You know, I'm glad that she was able to stick up for herself.
Yeah. So do you think this is going to open up the door for a possibility of a Jazz kind of interaction? Because I think, like, we're kind of, like, wanting that.
I do.
I think we are kind of wanting that. Yeah.
I do.
Hillary and Jazz. And Jazz seems to be a hustler. You know, he's got his own record shop.
Yeah.
He's got his own business. He still hustles as an Uber driver on the side for the extra cash. So he knows what it means to, you know, hit the grindstone. You know, they seem to have some cool little chemistry.
Their little banter. You know what I mean? I think it's cute. I don't think, like, she's gonna move in with him or anything, because I just think that's
the easy out.
Yeah, I think, you know, they're trying to make sure that Hillary can stand on her own 2 feet. So rather than her just moving in, you know, with Jazz, they may have a really cool friendship relationship type of thing. But I don't think she's gonna move in with them.
I'm appreciating the Hillary storyline, because when you do go out on your own, you make mistakes. And you do think that you got it all figured out. And I'm just going to do this and I'm going to do that. And life just be like, nah, that's not how this is really going to work. And the big mistake that she didn't read the fine print, and you coming from a household where your father is a lawyer, you would think that would have been, like, you know, one of the first things, or at least have her dad look over the contract, you know. Yeah. But, you know, she took one on the chin, and we're going to see how she rolls with the punch. You know, we still have our hashtag, freeashley.com. You can go in and check it out.
Ashley was just sitting on the couch. Like, she was like this. She was at the party looking at everybody like...
Yo, I think, did she even have any lines?
No, that's what I'm saying.
She had no lines, yet again.
And her aunts came all the way from Philadelphia.
Did she even get a hug?
They didn't even have a hug.
They didn't even get a hug.
They had no, you saw, I hugged Hillary. She hugged Carlton, had a whole conversation with Carlton, and talked about following them on their social media, but not one word to Ashley.
Not one.
I have one more thing to say, and oh God. It was all about that. We're talking about Hillary and blah, 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 blah. Oh, one other thing, and then I'm done talking, I promise. But the other thing that I appreciated was that even though Hillary is standing on her own 2 feet, she still comes and has the conversations with her parents.
Yeah.
She came back and was like, hey, even though I said I wasn't going to do this anymore, I think I'm going to. Remember?
Yeah.
And so she had that conversation. So I love the fact that even though she's becoming her own woman and, you know, making decisions, she still has the respect for her family to be like, hey, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Just so you're not blindsided by it.
Yeah. I guess one of my last things, because I know we've been going on for a little bit, a big shout out to the actress that played Vi, Will's mom. She is really good. You know, that was just a great ad, great casting. The chemistry, even the chemistry that she has with Aunt Viv is there. The chemistry she has with Will is there. She's just a really interesting and cool piece of the puzzle that's been added. I don't know how much longer that she's going to be with the show, but yeah, that was...
Yeah, and one more shout out to Jeffrey. I can't even do the I can't do it.
Yo, man, he's like sharp.
Oh, yeah.
A dangerous man in the room.
Yeah.
A dangerous man and a man of integrity, you know.
I love him.
He's
okay.
He's
that was my last. That was my final.
Yo, that's going to be it. Yo, I know we try to, you know, cross the T's and dot the I's on all of this. I know we probably miss a storyline. Please make sure you hit us up in the chat. We do read some of the comments. We may not be able to respond to all of them, but we certainly love reading it. Hey, make sure you give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscription button because we got some more episodes coming. We're winding down. I know. Hey, it's your boy Syntell with the Intel. I'm here with the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
It's been a pleasure.
It's absolutely been a pleasure. And we'll catch you on the next one.